The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm going to be showcasing my Nintendo GameCube collection. This has changed a little bit over time. You know, it's sometimes a challenge, especially in these collecting days, you know, to pursue something and still be motivated about it. Well, I'm still motivated. You know, I one day want to have a museum, and there's some collections out there that I think I want to have that, and I want to be able to showcase every game in that set of games made for a specific console, specific region. And for me, the Nintendo GameCube is high on the list. It's something I enjoyed playing back in the day. I still enjoy playing it now. It's hooked up in my new game room, and especially with the GameCube HD adapter, it's something that I look forward to playing in the future. And with that being said, you know, I talked on a previous video about showing my GameCube collection. I want to show it. And I don't have everything. I don't have all the rare stuff. I have a decent chunk, and I would like to add to it. And I just want to show you kind of what I have. Now, I've done a previous GameCube collector video, kind of what to pursue. And I did that years ago. I originally did it for the Nuts and Bolts of Video Game Collecting. I did that DVD and sold it early 2000s. And you know, as time went on, I stopped producing them because, well, I do YouTube now and I can just offer it for free, and I thought that'd be better for people. So here's my GameCube collection. I hope you enjoy. So just to let you know, in no particular order, this is my current GameCube collection, which has been in storage. And you know, for me, I don't know what it is about this console, but it's kind of an oddity. You know, it wasn't as successful as a PlayStation 2, and it wasn't as powerful as the Xbox, so it's kind of the in-between. It had some great games on it, and it had some, you know, it had some shovelware. This is some of my better games in this shot. I'm going to show you some of my other games, and here we go. So here's my collection of games that I currently own in my library. And again, there's a couple children's games, and they're not the greatest. Resident Evil 4 is so great on this library. Eternal Darkness, another great game. Skies of Arcadia. My Skies of Arcadia is sealed, by the way. Donkey Konga 1 and 2. Ikaruga. WarioWare. Harvest Moon. Lost Kingdoms, a great game. Amazing Island. Animal Crossing. Big Air. Now that's some not the greatest game, but I did get it for $1. Metroid Prime, I'm currently trying to play through that again. And again, just you know, that GameCube HD adapter, I'm really having some fun with it. Here's my Zeldas. Rebel Strike and Rogue Leader. And again, Rebel Strike is I would say a hidden gem on the library, just because, you know, it was panned. The game itself is not great, but it has Rogue Leader as a 2-player version option with some enhancements on it. So very cool. Viewful Joe 1 and 2. My Phantasy Star. I have both Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2 versions. So that's cool. Again, I have some great games. I'm missing a lot of other games though. So now the hunt is on. And it's just something that's going to take some time, but I am looking to add GameCube games to my library. Monkey Ball 1 and 2. I recently looked up Go-Go Hyper Grain. That game's gone up in value. Interesting. Cube of War, another kind of sought-after game. Puyo Pop Fever, one of the lowest selling games on the console. I don't have Billy Hatcher. It's definitely a game I'm looking for. Alright, so that's box 1 of my GameCube collection. Alright, here's my second box of GameCube games, and this is stuff that, you know, I've picked along the way, maybe got a good deal at an expo, bought from a friend. Some of these come from my friend's local store, Classics and Oddities, or Epic Entertainment, which is the other game store in town. And so I don't know what it is about the GameCube that is making me want to collect it, other than, you know, after collecting 27 collections. Getting excited about collecting anything, especially a full set, it takes something that you have to really want to do, you know. And the truth is, I want to collect everything for it. I want to get the sports games, the variations, the greatest hits titles. All that appeals to me. And it's not just to collect it, you know. One day I would like to have a museum where I could show every GameCube release in North America, and I think it'd be cool. And you know, a lot of these games are still fun to play. They haven't dated. That's one thing about like early PlayStation games, is that I don't think they've dated as well. You know, at least with the GameCube, you had some decent graphics. Ribbit King. Just going to show you my games now. Ribbit King. What an interesting game. Concept too, really strange. X-Men, Lord of the Rings, Mega Man X, Second Sight, Top Gun. There's one of the variations I was talking about. It was published by 2 different companies, with a Titus and Mastiff. Blood Rain, X-Men, the official game. Tube Slider, worst name for a video game. Then you have weird stuff like Outlaw Golf and Darkened Sky. Two-pack. Space Raiders. SSX Tricky. There's some of my other games. I'm going to go. That should have been a 2-pack. Rocky with Driven. Chronicles of Narnia. There's a couple of my games in a rough shape. I need to replace them. Typically when I collect a collection, I try to have a condition of 8 out of 10 or better. And so Jedi Outcast has a rough outside case. The game inside is okay, but that case is going to bother me. So one thing about GameCube games is they were pretty easy to get roughed up. So, and the case is a little bit harder to replace. So, and typically I try to replace a case, if I can, with the actual case of the same game. But you know, you go down the rabbit hole of collecting, and so I have my limitations too. You're probably wondering, all the price stickers are still on. I just pulled these out of a box, so I haven't had time to take some of the actual price stickers off. If it was from an actual brick and mortar store, I might keep some of them on. Some of them are hard to get off, and so that was the other reason why some of them are still on. So yep. Lotus Challenge, that's a harder one to get locally, at least. Rave Master, that's another interesting title. I need to play that more. Gotcha Force, that's a popular one. Lost Kingdoms 2. Mega Man. Network Transmission. That's one of the ill-fated Mega Man games when they were making a Mega Man like every 6 months in the 2000s. NBA Street Volume 2, another game that's, I have a rough case on that. I need to replace it. And, but yeah, and even the sports titles I get excited about. There's a lot of great fun sports games. I am a sport game fan, and several of these, you know, I will actually play. Sega Soccer Slam's a great one. And, you know, Tony Hawk 3. Here's all the Maddens, including Madden 2006 with McNabb, Eagles. Fight Night Round 2, which has Super Punch-Out, I do believe, on it. Very cool. And that's that. That's my second box. But wait, there's more. Alright, so here's my Player's Choice collection. And again, I do want to go for a complete set of these. And a lot of people don't go after these because of the yellow on the case, or for whatever reason. Some people just don't like that at all. I actually like it. I do like collecting greatest hits sub-collections. And so, nice thing about these is that the manual inside and game are the same as the original. So even if you just find a game without the manual, it may be harder to find one, you can still get it. So it's really cool. So this is what I have so far. I haven't really, again, pursued this aggressively. It's just something I'd like to collect as I go. I really like this console, and I like many games on it. It's got a solid library. Not the best or worst, and often gets overlooked. Didn't sell that well. So Luigi's Mansion, Super Monkey Ball, Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit 2, Lord of the Rings. My Lord of the Rings is sealed. Mario Golf, Spyro, Pac-Man, Pac-Man World 2, Mega Man Anniversary, Day of Reckoning, Shadow, couple Bonds, Sonic. That's kind of an oddity. MVP Baseball 2005. Kirby's Air Ride, Simpsons Hit and Run, Animal Crossing, Matrix, SpongeBob, True Crime, Sonic Heroes, Super Mario Sunshine, a very well done Mario game that kind of gets overlooked, Naruto, Need for Speed Underground, Sims, Shrek, Tack, couple Sonics, Adventures, and just goes from there. 2 Spyros actually. Spyro over here, which I recently got announced is going to be a new trilogy remake on the PS4 I'm kind of excited about. 2 Medal of Honors. Tales of Symphonia, Spider-Man, Shark Tale, Finding Nemo, Lego Star Wars, Clone Wars, which is, you know, I need to go play that again. I don't think it's as great on the GameCube versus the Xbox because of without the system link, but still a decent game. And so I'm gonna revisit that, maybe do a video. And then Army Man RTS, which is not a player's choice, but just found it in a random box. And that's it. I didn't show my accessories. I just wanted to show kind of this is what my GameCube collection looks like right now. And hopefully it'll change in time and add to it. So there you go. So there you have it. There's my GameCube collection. I'm still pursuing games I do not have. I'm probably going to start with the player's choice games because those are kind of less sought after, and it's something that I want to add. And I really enjoy collecting for the console. And so thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch one of my videos. It means the world to me as I march towards my new goal of 60,000 subs. And so hopefully you can help me get there. And I want to thank all the warm comments and wishes of people around the world. You folks are awesome. And look forward to doing some family-friendly videos in the future. So this is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you, and you take care.